What do you want to learn?
Be good.
To be good? You got it. What do you want to learn?
To be good.
To be good? What do you want to learn? To be good. Just good? Not great?
To be great.
I'll show you how to be good, but I'll teach you how to be great. What do you want to be?
To be great.
To be great. What do you want to learn today? What kind of skills?
Better shooting.
Better shooting. What do you want to learn?
I want to learn how to be awesome.
How to be awesome? You already are awesome. What else do you want to learn?
Driving.
Driving. Ooh, I like it. What do you want to learn?
How to be great.
How to be great. What do you want to learn?
How to shoot.
How to shoot.
How to shoot.
How to shoot.
Better form.
Better form. How to shoot.
How to shoot.
Better shoot.
How to shoot?
How are you, man? Glad you made it. Good to see you. What do you want to learn? Better shooting?
How to shoot.
How to shoot. Okay, so let's start with this. Slide down this way. Slide down this way. And then instead of being on that line, I need to see you guys right on this line right here. Hustle. And some on this line here, and then some on this line right here. Now, we're going to breeze through this. Hold that ball. Listen with your eyes. So we're not going to go through it fast or quick or rush it, but I want to hit this first because this is the most important thing. When you're shooting, you'll never be a great shooter unless you have great form. And you'll never have great form unless you know how to practice that. Now, I watched you guys. What's your name? Maxwell? I just met Maxwell. You want to know why he's my favorite so far? He was the first one in the gym. That's what I always used to do. We have something in common. The first one in the gym is always the best shooter. Always. There are no exceptions. And here's the thing. If you're the first one in the gym and the very first thing you do is come out here to the three-point line and start heaving up shots. Oh, you guys like that one because it went in, but that's terrible. And then you heave it up there again. You're not getting any better. The first thing you should do when you come inside the gym is come all the way under the basket, and not just close, but all the way under, so that your toes are under the rim. We call this our prep work. So just like if you had a test in school, you got to prepare. Right? Just like if you were going to bake some cookies in the oven, you got to prepare, you got to prep it. On your shot, before you practice, you got to prepare. So I want everybody to take a basketball. You guys got a basketball? Go ahead and grab one quickly. Quickly! And I want you to hold it just like this. Just like this. Keep that elbow against your side. You a lefty? You're a lefty? Ooh. Lefties are hard to guard. So your shooting hand right here, and then I want you to very quickly just go right here. This is called perfect posture. This is the perfect posture, and this is the first P in your prep work. P-R-E-P. P-R-E-P. You must have perfect posture in practice. Now, let's see here. This would not be perfect. This is perfect. Like you're holding a tray of food. We want to rotate this like this so that you have pretty seams. Because not only do you need good posture, right here, P-R, R is, come on guys, get in here, hustle. R is for rotation. To be a great shooter, you have to have good rotation. See how that's spinning backwards? You see how that's spinning backwards? Make it spin backwards. So that's perfect rotation. So we got perfect posture. Show me perfect posture. Show me perfect rotation. See how that spins? So P-R-E-P, the next E is for your eyes. Eyes. So we got posture, we got rotation, then our eyes. Well, coach, what do you mean? Now, a lot of you are young players. And when you come all the way out to the three-point line, there's only one way for you to get it there. It's not to shoot it, it's to throw it. And so what ends up happening is you have the ball down here instead of here. When you have the ball down here, your hand is behind the ball, which is what terrible shooters look like. Your hand is not under the ball, which is what beautiful shooters, wonderful shooters look like. But because you're back here, your hand is behind the ball and you're throwing it at the rim. What also happens is when it's time to shoot in a real game, if you start here, Dante, hold that ball, listen with your eyes. What happens is when you go to shoot in a real game, if you start from here, what does a coach say to do if there's a really good shooter on the other team? Put a hand in there. Fakes, good job. Great job. But if somebody shoots from here, watch what happens. Uh-oh. And then when it's time to shoot, I got to find the rim again. Now, if you're shooting a free throw and nobody's moving and nobody's guarding you, that's fine. Heck, I could probably close my eyes and make it. But if you're moving to the side and shooting off the dribble, and you go to shoot from your chest, and it's time to find the rim, it's only luck. It's the only reason it goes in. So P is for what? Show me perfect posture. Get those seams pretty so that you can have perfect rotation. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This elbow needs to be pointed at your rim. Hi, hon, how are you? Come on in here. Come on in here. Scoot in here. How are you today? Show me perfect posture. Okay, good. And it's going to be right there. Okay, and you balance it like you're holding a tray of food. You guys look great. Let me move this ball so you have pretty seams. Pretty seams. Does that make sense, pretty seams? Like always, the ball wants to spin backwards. But if you have a choice, you want it to look pretty. Because that's just as important. Now, who here is 8 years old? Who's... Down, right here. You see that ball? I'm going to show you guys a trick about rotation. Stand right in the middle for me. Look at me. I want you to catch this ball. It's okay. Try it again. See how it spins? So, good try. We're going to try again in a minute. Watch what happens when you have spin like this. It bounced that way, right? Bounce that way, bounce that way. If I have good spin and it goes up and hits that backboard, it's going to go into the basket. Make a rim for me. If I shoot a real long shot and I've got good spin, and let's say it comes in, well, if it goes in perfect, it goes in perfect. Who cares? But if I have real good spin and it hits this back of the rim, it has a choice. It can bounce out, it can or it can spin, hit this rim, and shoot in to the basket. So it's not just so it looks pretty, it's so you can make more shots. And the last P in our prep work is for pressure. What is P? What's the first P stand for? What's the first P stand for? Posture. Posture. Show it to me. Show me perfect posture. Good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24. Good. All right. Perfect posture. Very good. So here's what we got. Watch. Hold the balls. Who's listening? How do I know if you're listening? That's right, D. With your eyes. If you're not looking and listening, I don't know that you're getting what I'm trying to tell you. Now that's important because we're going to learn some basketball stuff today. But did you know, later today or tomorrow, in 5 or 10 years, if somebody's talking to you and you look them in the eye, that's going to help you. Do you understand why? Because that's respect. You guys are young, but do you want to be respected? Do you want to be respected? Do you? Right, let me ask you, does anybody here not want to be respected? Everybody, right? It's hard when you're younger. Believe me, I remember. It's hard when you're little. Believe me, I know. Do you know the best way to get respect? Anyone? Your gut instinct is usually right. Don't be afraid. How do you get respect? You give respect. And a great way to give respect is to look somebody in the eye when they're talking to you. Whether it's your coaches, your teachers, your parents, somebody you meet, you look them in the eye, when they're talking to you, and you look them in the eye when you're talking to them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend about 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes here working on our shooting form. Coaches, take notes on who does the best. Also take notes on who tries their hardest. You're going to get way underneath the basket here. You're going to balance it on one hand, and you're going to try and make perfect swishes. Doesn't count. Perfect swishes. It only counts if it's a perfect swish. Now, when I shoot, am I going like this? No. That's right. Now, a lot of you don't use your legs when you shoot. You just come here and you just throw it up there. So the idea is to get the ball into perfect posture, and if you feel like you need more power to get it up there, don't dip your hand and throw it. If you feel like you need more power, you dip your legs and shoot it. Because someday when you shoot a big time jump shot, you're not going to be able to pump your arms. You're going to drive, you're going to rise up, and you're going to shoot a beautiful shot. How hard is it going to be if you do the pump thing to shoot a jump shot like this? It's going to be impossible. You want to have perfect posture on your shot. So who's reading down there with the mod? Everybody get around there and let me see what your form looks like. Go.